White played King E2. Pause the video to spot Black's next move. White considers playing King takes F2 and increase their advantage significantly. On C3 played by Black. Black wants to play King A3. King takes F2. On C2. Knight D4. On promotes to Queen at C1 and dominate the board. King D1 was chosen by White. King B3. Black intends to play on C2 check. King E2. Bishop takes E3. Knight takes E3. On promotes to Queen at C1 and increase their advantage significantly. King E2 was chosen by White. King B2. Black is preparing to play on C2. King takes F2. On promotes to Queen at C1 and establish a winning position. Knight D4 played by White. White is setting up to play King takes F2 and secure a stronghold in the game. Bishop takes G3 was chosen by Black. King D1. Bishop takes H4. Knight C2. White is on the verge of defeat. Let's go to the next game. Black played Pawn takes C5. Pause the video to analyze White's next move. Queen takes G4. Pawn takes G4. Pawn takes C5. King G6. Black might go for King F6. Pawn C6. King E6. King E2. Pawn H3. King F1. King D6. King F2. King takes C6 and take decisive advantage. Pawn C6 played by White. Pawn H3. Pawn C7. King G5. Pawn promotes to Queen at C8. White is aiming to play Queen G8 check. King F4. Queen takes F7 check and increase their advantage significantly. On F5 White is dominating the board. Let's go to the next game. Black made a move. Bishop E7. Pause the video and try to find White's next move. Black is setting up to play Bishop takes G5 and secure a stronghold in the game. Pawn F6 move preferred by White. White might go for Pawn takes E7 and seize the initiative. Bishop takes F6 was chosen by Black. Bishop takes F6. Pawn G3 check. King G2. White might go for Bishop takes H4 and establish a winning position. King F7 was chosen by Black. Black intends to play King takes F6 and establish a winning position. Bishop takes H4 played by White. King G6. Rook takes D6 check. King F5. White is clearly ahead. Let's go to the next game. White just played Rook A3. Pause the video and try to find Black's next move. Rook takes D3 check. Rook takes D3. On E4 check. King E3. White is setting up to play Rook D6. King E5. Rook takes G6 and gain a significant edge. Pawn takes D3 played by Black. King takes D3. King G4. King E4. King takes G3. King D3. King takes H4. King D2. Black is in a commanding position. Let's go to the next game. White just played Pawn C3. Pause the video and try to predict Black's next move. King F2. Rook C7. Pawn G3. Rook F7 check. Bishop F3. Rook G7. Pawn G2. Rook G5. Pawn promotes to queen at g1. Black wants to play queen d1 mate and establish a winning position. Rook takes g1 played by white. King takes g1. King e3. Black is dominating the board. Let's go to the next game. White made a move. Rook takes f5. Pause the video and try to predict black's next move. Pawn takes g3 check. King takes g3. King takes f5. Bishop b6. Rook c3 check. Pawn f3. Rook c2. Bishop a5. Rook takes a2. Bishop takes b4. Pawn d4. Black is aiming to play. Pawn d3. King h2. Pawn d2. Bishop takes d2. Rook takes d2 and put immense pressure on the opponent. Pawn f4 move preferred by white. Pawn takes f4 check. King f3. Black has a strong upper hand. Let's go to the next game. Black played King g6. Pause the video to find out white's response. Queen e7. Queen b1 check. King h2. White is looking to play queen h7 mate and establish a winning position. Rook h8 was chosen by black. Queen g7 check. King f5. Rook a3. Queen b6. Rook f3 check. King e4. Rook c1. White is setting up to play queen takes f6 and establish a winning position. Rook f5 was chosen by black. Queen takes h8. On h4. Black is struggling to keep up. Let's go to the next game. White just played queen takes e5. Pause the video and try to find black's next move. Queen f2 check. King h1. Queen f1 check. Rook takes f1. Rook takes f1 check. King h2. Bishop f4 check. On g3. White is looking to play queen g7 mate and put immense pressure on the opponent. Bishop takes e5 move preferred by black. Bishop takes e5. On c6. Black considers playing. Pawn takes d5. Pawn takes d5. Rook f2 check. King g1. Rook takes a2 and take decisive advantage. King g2 was chosen by white. White is preparing to play king takes f1 and dominate the board. Rook b1 played by black. Black is aiming to play. Pawn takes d5. Pawn takes d5. Rook takes b4 and establish a winning position. King f3 move preferred by white. Pawn takes d5. Pawn takes d5. Rook takes b4. On d6. Black has a decisive advantage. Let's go to the next game. Black just played King f6. Pause the video to find out white's response. On d5. On c5. On d6. King e6. On d7. White is aiming to play pawn promotes to queen at d8 and increase their advantage significantly. King takes d7 was chosen by black. King takes f5. King e7. King g6. King d6. King takes h6. King e5. On g4. King d4. On g5. King c3. On g6. King takes b3. On g7. King takes c4. Pawn promotes to queen at g8 check. King b4. Black is outplayed. Let's go to the next game. White made a move. Rook f3. Pause the video to spot black's next move. White is looking to play rook takes f5 and increase their advantage significantly. Rook takes f3 move preferred by black. King takes f3. King h6. Black's idea is to play king takes h5 and dominate the board. King g4 was chosen by white. On the 5. On c4. On takes c3. On takes c3. On a4. King g3. White is setting up to play king g4. King g7. King takes g5 and put immense pressure on the opponent. King takes h5 was chosen by black. King f3. On g4 check. King f2. King h4. Black is looking to play king h3. On c4. King h2. King e3. On g3. King d3. On g2. King e3. On promotes to queen at g1 check and secure a stronghold in the game. King e2 was chosen by white. King h3. King d3. On g3. King c4. On g2. King b4. On promotes to queen at g1. King takes a4. Black has a strong upper hand. Let's go to the next game.